All right, good morning. Welcome to Cooper's Connection Time.
Hello, everybody. It's great to see you all on this crazy weather Thursday day. As you see on our introductory picture, I love pussy willows. They're a sign of spring, and we can notice the changes coming around us, and everything has a purpose. Did you know that pussy willows are there because they become leaves? And even the snow that's falling right now has a purpose. It'll melt, and the water will help all the plants grow. It's awesome that everything has a purpose, and our character trait of this month is purpose. So we'll talk more about that a little bit.
Wow, that is so cool. Do you know what, Mr. Hennig?
What's
I
that?
always wondered what a pussy willow was, and I didn't know that actually. I just always liked them.
Yes, it's
That's
very
really
fun.
interesting that. I wanted to ask you, did you notice what, like I'm trying to dress up for Earth Day?
Nice, nice, nice.
So I've got like animal green for like the land and grass and trees. And then I was thinking gray is like also land and rocks. And I was trying to fit blue in and I just couldn't figure it out for
Well, I
sky.
got some of your blue covered.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. That's great. We're going to be just in 1 minute getting ready for O Canada. So I'm moving to the next screen. And as it says, feel free to unmute and sing if you wish to.
So everybody, let's rise to prepare any second here.
Nicely done, everybody. As we said, April's character trait is purpose. And I was thinking, we've been talking about purpose the last couple of weeks, but I wanted to tell you a story today about somebody in Airdrie, a child in Airdrie who really found some purpose. And his name was Stephen, is Stephen. He's a teenager now, but do you know when Stephen was 5 years old? That was back in 2006, so a long time ago. His parents and him were walking and they saw some homeless people, and he asked about, like, why are those people on the streets and what's wrong? And when his parents said that sometimes people have a really tough time and can't live in their homes anymore, and sometimes they have to live on the street or in a shelter. Do you know what Stephen said? He said, "Mommy, I need to help them." And they talked about different ways that could be, and he decided that the kids who didn't have homes, he wanted to make them backpacks with things in the backpacks to help them. Like, so his mom bought, I think it was like 10 or 15, with some of his toys in, and they bought some other supplies like toothbrushes and different things, and they gave them to a shelter where homeless people stay. And that grew into a whole organization, and it became actually a full charity in 2008. And there's 4 different programs to help homeless and vulnerable children and youth across Alberta, and even in Saskatchewan now. They've helped 64,000 children so far. Stephen found purpose. He saw a need and wanted to meet it. I want to show you the next picture, which is, you can see there, it thinks about the ways that you do to have a sense of purpose in your life. But here's a picture of Stephen now. And what he said is, no child should be homeless. I help them because it's the right thing to do.
Wow, Mr. Hennig, that is amazing.
It's a great story of even how somebody your age can make a difference. And now, not every difference has to turn into a full-fledged charity covering many provinces. So when you are living a life with purpose, here's some of the things you can do. Miss Prudham, do you want to talk about these?
Yeah, so you know what Stephen did was just keeping his eyes open for maybe a possibility, and he was listening to his heart. And sometimes that's when, you know, when we're listening to our heart and we're noticing that we're feeling upset about something, or we're really passionate about something, or we really care about something, that's when there's an opportunity. So keeping your eyes open and your heart open for an opportunity. Match your gifts and interest to the needs around you. So if you really like helping people, then you can find ways to help people in creative ways. Or, you know, if your gift is listening, I wonder how you can help others around you with that. You know, what if your gift is being funny, or, you know, even just being kind? There's so many gifts we have, and your interests and your gifts together could help those around you in some way. And using the strong character you are developing. So all of you, each one of us, every day we are changing and growing as people, and we're becoming better and better as we learn, and we're growing in our character. How we are making good choices, as you see on this slide, how we're being kind, how we have character in action, zest for learning in life, right? Having integrity, doing what's right, and being innovative. Being innovative is being creative. And so when we are practicing our character, we are going to be making a difference in the world. And it does not have to be big. That's really important. That's what, and Mr. Hennig already said that. Stephen's example is amazing, and it touches my heart, and it's so exciting and so cool that a kid wanted to make a difference, a big difference like that in our world. But you know what? Even having a goal of smiling to everyone you see, you could make someone's day and change someone's life. It can be really small and make still a big impact. So how are you living with purpose? And think about that today.
I was thinking of some other examples of little things, Miss
Yes.
Prudham. I was thinking, if you recognize that your parents are really busy, maybe you offer to, or maybe you clean your room without even being asked.
That's nice.
Or maybe you help with the dishes. Maybe you dry the dishes without being asked. Maybe if your interest is like making cookies with your mom or dad, maybe you could make cookies for a neighbor who's sad for some reason. Maybe you could see with the snow, maybe by the end of the day, there's some snow that might need to be shoveled for a neighbor. And maybe you can go out and help shovel without even asking, just to do a kind thing for somebody. That makes a difference for people.
And you know what? Thinking of your teacher and the staff that work with you, sometimes you might notice that they're busy, because we are, just like your parents. And just like you are sometimes busy, we can help each other. And so even just saying, "Can I help?" or "How are you?" That's super nice. I remember Mrs. McKinnon told me one day, a student just asked her seriously, "How are you doing?" And it was so nice, right? To take time for one another and to just get to know each other, but also really show care.
Or if you see somebody sad on the playground and maybe not having anybody to play with, invite them to play with you. Or if you see somebody doing something that isn't very kind, to stand up and say, "Hey, that's not cool." That's also having a purpose of doing something that's right.
Absolutely.
Good. Thank you very much, Miss Prudham. That's awesome. So do you know what? Today is Earth Day. It is. And we're seeing the variety of our earth and what it brings to us. As yesterday felt like summer, today feels like winter. It's all part of the earth. And so I wanted to show you a little video here.
Luckily, the animals will pick up after us, Mr. Hennig.
Do you think the animals really clean up the litter?
No.
I don't think so. I think it's important for us to not be having garbage all over the place, and for us to be cleaning up after ourselves and taking care of the earth. That's one little way we can do it. There's lots of other ways too, about reserve, like not using too much energy and reusing things and making sure that we're planting trees. There's so many different ways we can take care of the earth. This was just one funny little example to remind us that actually litter can really hurt the environment and the animals, and we need to take care of them.
Mhm.
So how have we at Cooper's been making a difference on Earth Day? Mrs. Rashinsky's class was doing a number of things. So I just want to talk about some of them. I was so impressed when I heard the whole list. So they're turning off the lights and trying not to use technology for 2 days. That's today and tomorrow, which makes me wonder, are they watching today? Maybe they're starting right after connection time. They're also wearing green and blue for 2 days. They're dyeing cloth with fruit and vegetables in art as an environmentally friendly way to color cloth. And it also resembles how the people in Peru color yarn, which was a great connection to social studies. And they even did an escape room, a digital escape room about Earth Day yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
That's a whole lot of things to help teach and remind us about how we take care of the earth. Good job, Mrs. Rashinsky and grade 3 RY.
Woo! Now, Mr. Hennig, I heard about more that's going on in the school yesterday. And so we're going to celebrate more next week in our connection time. We're going to show some pictures about Earth Day and some of these activities. So if you don't see yourself in here yet, it's going to be next week.
We'll get some more in. And also, teachers, make sure you email me with your ideas because we're adding points for everything you do for Earth Day this week. So that's awesome. So points are coming. Slots are already added. More will be added for next week. Look at these pictures. We had several classes go out and pick up garbage yesterday. They had garbage pickers. They found some very interesting things. I remember I reheard that one class even found a pair of underwear.
What?
Oh my goodness, you never know what people are going to throw away. We need to take care of the earth and not leave our underwear lying around on the grass. That's for sure. And also some fun art there. I saw some art that was happening. Good job, everybody. So it's time to celebrate. But you know what? We're going to let you know in a few minutes what the points are. But first, Ms. Prudhomme, do you want to introduce our grade 4 team?
Yeah, many of you know who Mrs. Borns is and Mr. Larson. And so here's a little bit about them. As everyone should know, if they've ever been in Mr. Larson's class or seen him in the halls, he is a huge Disney and Harry Potter fan. The t-shirts should give it away. On top of that, he loves to read. You would probably know that too, right, 4L? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, you know that already. He loves to travel and ride on roller coasters. Oh, he's a little bit of a daredevil, it sounds like. Wow. And something that I bet you didn't know about him, he makes the best lasagna ever. What? I want to hear about this, Mr. Larson. And Mrs. Bourne's hobby is being active outside, skiing in the winter, bike riding in the summer. Oh, that sounds awesome. She started skiing when she was 4. What? That is young, Mrs. Barnes. So she has been skiing every winter for over 50 years. Wowza! Wow. I wonder if she's done any skiing competitions. I'm going to have to ask her.
That's interesting. I like how Mr. Larson talked about his t-shirts, and I see Baby Yoda peeking just at the bottom of the picture there, and that's Disney. And there are the penguins and the chameleons. Did you know that 2M spent time outside this week learning about what floats and what doesn't? It was so fun to watch them experiment with foil balls and foil boats to see what would make something float and sink. Wow. Well done on your innovation and zest for learning. Good job, 2M.
And Mr. Hennig, I noticed in that picture, it looked like summertime.
It did.
And that was this week.
I sure hope that wasn't all summer is there this year. I think summer will come again. Here's our house points update.
Ooh, okay.
Let's see where it's at.
Get ready. Here we go.
39,800 points for the Curious Chameleon.
Almost 40,000 points. 39,090
points for the penguins, and the belugas, the brave belugas, the beautifully blue brave belugas are at 41,240 points. Well done, everybody. But look how close they are, how we are all awesome. It's great. And look at this grand total, 120,130 points of awesomeness. I just remember a few weeks ago where we hit 100,000. We're already 120,000. Oh my goodness. Cooper's Crossing kids rock. Wow. And teachers and staff and the whole community. Mrs. McKinnon, it's announcement time.
Hello, everybody. Here's the birthdays that we have this week. Kyler from Mrs. Taylor's morning class, Madeline in 4L, Morgan in 4L, Bentley also from Mrs. Taylor's class, Brielle from 5I, Aisley, 3RY, Ayla in 1M, Riley in Mrs. Brownlee's class, Grayson in 12C, Luke in 1M, and Mrs. Mazzara's is tomorrow. Happy birthday to all of you.
That's a very fun dog saying happy birthday to everybody.
I know, it's a cute one. Okay, and it is Earth Day, so I just want to recognize a couple of people who have been doing our recycling all year. They've been reliable. They've been doing a really great job. It's Regan and Kyle in 5S. And they're going to be retiring and opening the job up. So I've hired a couple of new kids and they're in 3K. Jacob in 3K really cares a lot about the earth. That's his purpose and his passion. So it's something he's going to be doing with a few different kids in his class. So I appreciate all of you. And a reminder just to set out your recycling for pickup today.
Awesome.
All right, should we do this all together, kids? Here's our quote. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away.
So
Make today ridiculously amazing.
That's our job, is we all have a job to make today amazing, ridiculously amazing. And so to start that out, we're going to move to talent, Mrs. McKinnon.
We are, and I've got some acts here. They are from 4L. So we've got two different acts. The first up, we've got Faith and Brooklyn. They're going to be singing for us. So we're going to stand up. It's easier to sing when you're standing. Girls, do you want to stand in the corner here with a nice background? All right, so nice and loud. Here we go, whenever you're ready.
Here I am once again, feeling lost, but now and then I breathe it in to let it go. And you don't know where you are now, when you come to and only somebody can hear. When you figure out how, lost in the moment you disappear. You don't have to be afraid to put your dream in action. You're never gonna fade, you'll be the main attraction. Not fancy, just remember me when it turns out right. 'Cause you know as you live in your imagination, tomorrow you'll be everybody's fascination. In my victory, just remember me when I make it shine.
Thank you, girls. We really enjoyed that. It takes a lot of courage to do that. So thank you, everybody. Give them a hand.
That was amazing. Thank
It really
you.
was. Nice job, girls. And then we're moving over to Charlotte. She has an original song, and maybe Charlotte, I'll get you against the back wall here. It's an original song.
Changed my mind.
She
I'm
changed-
going to play Lost Boys.
She's gonna play Lost Boys on the ukulele. I'm gonna step back just a little. Whenever you're ready, Charlotte.
There was a time when I was alone, nowhere to go and no place to call home. My only friend was the man in the moon, and even sometimes he came to me with the sweetest smile. Told me he wanted to talk, that's what it told me. I promise that you'll never be lonely. And ever since that day, I am a lost boy who never left, usually hanging hanging out with Peter Pan, and when we're bored we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Wendy, darling, even Captain Hook, you are my favorite storybook. Neverland, I love you so, you are now my home, sweet home forever, a lost boy at last. For always I will stay. I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan, and when we're bored we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
Nice job. Thank you, Charlotte. Again, that takes a lot of courage to do that. What a beautiful job you did of a beautiful song. Thank
Wow,
you to all of
that
you.
was amazing.
Really awesome.
I heard the whole school silent while you were singing, and that was just so brave. I just wanted to say, well done. Wow. Wow.
To all of you, to all three singers. Thank you, everybody. That's it for Connection Time. We hope you have an amazing day. Remember, make it ridiculously amazing.
Bye,
And
everyone.
you can wave and say bye-bye as you leave.
Fun.